package this morning. PDP governorship candidates promised to choose the Vice Chancellor of Akwa Ibom State University from Mkpaleni local government area. University of Uyo presents 74 new courses for accreditation by the National Universities Commission. Is it right to say Amen or Amen at the end of every prayer? Find out in this bulletin. A very good morning to you. Welcome to KBC 45 News at Dawn. I am Agnes Udo King-Brown. It has been said that the next Vice Chancellor of the Akwa Ibom State University, Ikoropaden, Mkpaleni local government area, will be chosen from the area. The promise was made by the People's Democratic Party gubernatorial candidate, Mr. Dom Emmanuel, when the PDP campaign team visited Mkpaleni local government. Mr. Dom Emmanuel said that when he is elected into office, he will also pay attention to social infrastructure in Mkpaleni. Patience John has details of the rally.
The people of Mkpaleni came out in their numbers to welcome the PDP campaign team at the Mkpaleni Stadium, dressed in different colors and flying banners and flags in support of the PDP gubernatorial candidate and his running mate Udom Emmanuel and Moses Ekbo. The people sang and danced in support of all the PDP candidates in the state. The Deputy Governor, Lady Valerie Bay, who is from Mkpaleni, thanked her people for welcoming the team and called for support for Mr. Dom Emmanuel and other PDP candidates in the state. Addressing the people, the state governorship PDP standard bearer, Mr. Dom Emmanuel, who called for support from the people of Mkpaleni, promised to reconstruct the hitherto popular technical college, Ikorakata, to a model entrepreneurial institution that will serve the south-south zone of the country, provide basic infrastructure, as well as construct the Ibekwe Ikorokbanya Ndon Utam Road.
So because of that, he has approved, and we are going to announce very soon that the next Vice Chancellor of Akwa Ibom State University is Professor Mena. Mkpaleni, do you want light? Mkpaleni, do you want light? Let there be light.
Representing Governor Akpabio, Ekaite Unoma Akpabio encouraged the people to support and vote for all PDP candidates, starting with Mr. Dom Emmanuel. She said the state needs a governor who has integrity and is ready to continue with the transformation that is already taking place in the state.
We want somebody that is fair. We want somebody that has integrity. We want somebody that is competent. We want somebody that is right. We want somebody that is fair. Like you know.
The state PDP chairman Obong Paul Ekbo presented the PDP candidates to include Mr. Dom Emmanuel as governor, Chief Nelson Effiong as the Eket senatorial district candidate, Mr. Francis Duyok for Ikorobasi Federal Constituency, and Engineer Tobong Ndem as member from Mkpaleni State Constituency. The Director General of the Dom Emmanuel Moses Ekbo Campaign Council, Otuekong Idongasankanga, encouraged electorates to get their permanent voter cards to enable them to vote as well as vote for President Goodluck Jonathan during the election. He later presented Mr. Dom Emmanuel to the people.
What you will do on 28th of March and 11th of April. On 28th of March, all the women go and show love to the man that show love to you. President Goodluck Jonathan.
Stakeholders in Mkpaleni local government area, including the PDP chapter chairman, Mr. Nkeruwem Akai, The chairman of the local government, Mr. Ephraim Akpan, the member representing Barenin in the State House of Assembly, Barrister Ikong Samson, a woman leader and a youth leader, spoke at the rally.
We're going to win massively with the
reporting.
The state governor, Chief Godswill Akpabio, has approved appointments of 2 new permanent secretaries in the service of Akwa Ibom State. There are Dr. Valerie Okunobut and Mr. Oliver Odopo. According to a statement endorsed by the head of civil service, Mrs. Cecilia Odoesian, the 2 new permanent secretaries were sworn in today, Tuesday 17 February 2015, at the new Esco Chambers, Governor's Office View, by 11 a.m. Guests are to be seated by 10:30 a.m. before the arrival of the state governor. The wife of the state governor, Mrs. Ekaitu Norma Fabio, has formally been issued with the reformed 64-page e-passport by the State Command of the Nigerian Immigration Service. The State Comptroller, Abdullahi Garba, appreciated Governor Fabio and wife for the support and good relationship enjoyed by officers and men of the command, and promised to ensure good service delivery and security for the people of the state. Responding, Mrs. Akpabio charged the command to continue in her statutory duty of issuing passports to qualified Nigerians. She expressed gratitude to the command for the reception accorded her. Names of applicants for certificates of occupancy for the month of September to December 2014 for various plots of land in 11 local government areas have been published by the Land Use and Allocation Committee. These include Uyo, Itu, Ibesikwa Sutan, Nsiribum, Ikorepene, Ibionibum, Uran, Oron, Abak, Etinan, and Eket. According to the committee, names of applicants have been pasted on notice boards of the Land Use and Allocation Committee, Secretariat, Block 3, 2nd floor, Idonson Khan Secretariat, Uyo. The Executive Secretary of the committee, Mr. Mfon Etmwe, has advised the public to visit the Secretariat with a view to raise objections against any wrongful claims. The Land Application Committee, according to him, will commence the processing of the applications for the issuance of certificates of occupancy within 28 days. Objections should be accompanied by relevant documents and addressed to the Executive Secretary, Land Use and Allocation Committee, Block 3, Idonson Khan Secretariat to you, not later than 28 days with effect from the date of this publication. A 2-day productivity enhancement workshop for heads of academic, administration departments and units in the University of Uyo has ended. Declaring the workshop open at the Bartholomew Ebong Entrepreneurial Development Center, Town Campus Annex, the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Comfort Ekpo, said that heads of departments were grassroots administrators and managers who should be trained for effective service delivery. The story is here presented.
Vice-Chancellor observed that heads of departments and units were major links between the Vice-Chancellor, the university management, and the Senate in efficient implementation of Senate's decision for the smooth running of the university, maintaining that participants must be sensitive to the needs of students. Acknowledging the enormous tasks before the heads of departments and units, the Vice-Chancellor stated that as custodians of values, they must try to create an enabling environment to promote cross-fertilization of ideas and urge them to consult widely in order to be properly guided in decision-making. The Vice-Chancellor enjoined heads of departments and units to embrace the mission and vision of the university and to endeavor to lead by example. Professor Ekpo reminded the participants of the cardinal responsibilities of all academic staff in the university, which she noted was to teach, assess, and evaluate students' performances.
When you are taking over from your former head of department, don't sign the handover note until you have cited him or her give you the status of all the students' results.
Earlier in his remarks, the Deputy Vice-Chancellor Administration and organizer of the workshop, Professor Trenchard Ibia said the 2-day productivity enhancement workshop for heads of departments and units was designed to train and retrain participants to solve specific problems relating to students' needs and the general administration of the university.
I want to assure you that as you continue to partner with us, we will work hard to make improvement as a university.
"74 new courses and few older ones have been presented of you to the National Universities Commission." The Vice Chancellor, Professor Comfort Ekpo, said in EU that 98% of the university's academic programs were accredited during the NUC's last visit. Based on the institution's rating, Professor Comfort Ekpo said that the management was sure that the 74 programs will be accredited by the Commission. She explained that the university will continue to improve on its academic performance in line with the global best practices, and announced that all postgraduate programs in the faculties of business administration and social sciences have been accredited. She cautioned to use land speculators against trespassing on the university's property, stressing that the law will soon take its course if such happened. Professor Comfort Ekpo appealed to eminent Nigerians, especially Akwa people, for financial assistance to indigent but academically outstanding students of the institution. The news continues after the break. Stay with us.
At the time I saw in the man. Therefore, it's a man military. When finally His Excellency Ajopo Minister Benro, they can be not at all for the Moses. When you look at what you get, I get a way on. Joseph, Agapanda, and I know for service. At the amount of one sitting on board of the road, the amount of there. When they make a full of it, all of us is the full of the somebody in a man. You know, it's like
Udom is right and fair. For God is the best. For Quaibon said, Udom is right and fair. Behold our next governor.
Thanks for staying with us. Our reports by the Prevention Dentistry Department of the Lagos State University Teaching Hospital, LUTH, has revealed that more than 90% of Nigerians have dental caries, otherwise known as tooth decay. This is by far worse than the global average of 35%. The worrisome aspect is that majority of the cases are left untreated, resulting in severe pain, tooth loss, and sometimes complications that could lead to death, especially for those with low immunity. The report further stated that periodontal disease or gum infection has been found in a range of 79 to 90% of the total population, and indicated that this might lead to increased morbidity in the nation. Although the study was conducted more than 20 years ago, it is still relevant as little has changed since then. The dismal statistics are a direct reflection of the poor state of nation's healthcare system. It is reported that Nigeria is among countries with the lowest life expectancy in the world at a bleak of 52 years. Nigeria also still has one of the highest maternal and infant mortality rates in the world. Experts say even with these figures, successive governments have failed to upgrade the healthcare system delivery in the country, especially in the rural areas where the situation is dire. When you pray, what do you say at the end of the prayer? Do you say Amen or Amen? If you say Amen, what does it mean? And if you say Amen, what does it portend? Whenever you say Amen or Amen, listen to this traditional ruler, Okuku Patrick Ekerete, village head of Ntoludum Utum in Midum, Abak local government area.
That is my name. And Jamie Bodogo. Amen. Amen. Is the word amen. Amen. Let me say that. Amen. Listen to me. I am Amen. Amen. When I say it, you won't believe it. But that is the truth. It is the truth. Never say amen. There is no such politics like amen. I'm not taking the London School of Economics. Politics. Without not the word I-M-E-N. Amen. Amen. So say it. Look at the different religions. Go to the Islam. Amen. Go to Hindu. And so on. Please never use the amen. Amen.
The Nigerian Electricity Regulatory Commission has issued on grid generation licenses to Zuma Energy Nigeria Limited to construct 4 units of 300 megawatts coal-to-power plant in Kogi State at a total cost of 1.2 trillion naira. The chairman, NEC, Dr. Sam Amadi, however, said that the company submitted an application for an amendment to enable it to assign the license to 4 different special purpose vehicles to build a 300 megawatts plant each. The chairman said following the completion of the location, the Commission passed a resolution authorizing the company to publish the statutory notices in line with the mandatory provisions of Section 7, Subsections 2 of the EPSR Act. The presidency has faulted recent statements made by former Nigerian President Olusegun Obasanjo about incumbent President Dr. Goodluck Jonathan. Obasanjo, in an interview with Channels Television, had alleged that the postponement of the election by the Independent National Electoral Commission (INEC) was part of the grand plan by President Goodluck Jonathan to win the election by all means. The former president made a statement on Saturday in Abeokuta, the Ogun State capital, while speaking on the state of the nation and giving his opinion on the election postponements. Obasanjo accused the president of forcing the postponement of the election on INEC. However, a statement by the special advisor to the president on media and publicity, Dr. Reuben Abati, on Saturday made the government's position known on the issues raised by former President Obasanjo. And the foreign scene, Islamic State formation in Libya has taken a pounding from Egypt for daring to murder her citizens. These and other stories on international news, presented by Mercy Kara.
Egypt and Libya have launched airstrikes against ISIS after militants posted a video to show the killing of 21 Christians believed to be kidnapped by ISIS in Egypt. Egypt's President Abdel Fattah al-Sisi vowed revenge after the release of the video of mass killing of Christians. Shortly after, war in Egypt struck ISIS training camps and weapon caches in Libya. Libya was also it launched in the eastern city of Dana, which had been taken over by ISIS affiliates last year. On Copenhagen, Denmark, the police shot and killed a man believed to have been the gunman behind 2 deadly attacks that left the Danish capital on terror alert. The gunman, Omar Abdelhamid El Hussein, first shot at a cafe which was hosting a free speech event. Witnesses said the gunman fired up to 40 shots before fleeing the scene. One man was killed and 3 officers injured. The gunman later opened fire outside the synagogue, killing a security guard and wounding 2 more officers. Danish police revealed that the suspected gunman had a record of violence and has charged 2 people suspected of aiding the gunman. In Turkey, while thousands held rallies across the region, marking the 16th anniversary of the Kurdistan PKK, Abdul Öcalan, of southeast of the country between courts and security forces. The courts clashed with the Turkish police because they see the capture of PKK leader Abdul Öcalan as a symbol of their struggle for cultural and political rights. The police threw petrol bombs at armored police vehicles while the police responded with water cannons. According to a report released by computer security firm Kaspersky, up to 100 banks and financial institutions worldwide have been attacked in an unprecedented robbery with an estimate of $1 billion stolen. The report claims a criminal gang with members from Russia, Ukraine, and China is responsible for the cyber thefts. Each cyber robbing took between 2 to 4 months, with up to $10 million stolen each time. And moving on to football, on Sunday, Lionel Messi marked 300th La Liga appearance with a record equal hat-trick and of Neymar as Barcelona stayed hard on the heels of leaders of Real Madrid with a 5-0 run. Completed his 23rd Liga hat-trick from the penalty in the 65th, giving him a share of the record Cristiano Ronaldo earlier this season. Messi's latest took the year's tally in Spain's top flight to a record extending 269 goals in 300 La Liga matches.
That's it on a package, so the news and now let's look at the top stories. It has been said that the next Vice Chancellor of the Akwa Ibom State University, Paden in the local government area, will be chosen from the area. The promise was made by the People's Democratic Party gubernatorial candidate, Mr. Domi Emmanuel, when the PDP campaign team visited Pioneer local government. As in our package, the next bulletin for today comes out at 12 noon. Until then, stay in Nigeria Province.